All right, everybody, welcome back to Bummer's Barbecue. Check it out, we got a new grill. Got the Char-Griller 980 gravity fed. Just picked it up at Lowe's yesterday. What's the day? The 6th, so February 5th. Can't do a build video on it showing you put it together because they didn't have any in boxes. This wasn't the floor model, it was just some that they already had put together for people to buy. Man, this was a lot of fun trying to get 250 whatever pounds this is into the back of a Dodge Ram 1500. Glad my son-in-law was there to help. And I actually had to have a third person come over and help us. But first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and get some charcoal in. We're gonna use some Royal Oak hardwood lump charcoal. Get the initial burn in done. Then we'll come back and once it cools down, we'll get a seasoning done. Man, this thing's built good. As you can see, it's double insulated. Hey, this is why I'm doing a burn in. Get all this nasty stuff from the packing out. Any of the oils or anything left on it out. I'll plug up the temperature probes. Only came with one temperature probe, but let's get this thing filled up here real quick. All right, so first thing, we're gonna open up the hopper here. Got it in, make sure everything's in there good. Oh, got something in there somehow. But that's lump charcoal. Probably gonna fill it up about half the way with it. Makes a mess. Not sure if you'll be able to see it or not. Well, there we go. We got it about half filled up. And what we're gonna do, you need these open when you're lighting it anyways. This here is for the ash pan, but it's also where we're gonna be starting the fire from. If you can see up in here, my grate's not in there good. Let me get this fixed. All right, sorry about that. But I don't know if you can see it or not. Right here's where we put our fire starters at. Some good safe ones. So let me get me a lighter and we'll get this lighted. But before we light it, we also want to make sure, as for the fan, we want to remove the plate here, and thankfully there's a holder right here on the back for it. And we're also going to open up the smokestack or the dampener, whatever you want to call it. Get it fully opened up. See if we can get these things started here. Get them going on both sides, hopefully. All right, it says to let this go for about 5 minutes. So we'll come back in 5 minutes, get it shut down, or everything closed up except for the fan. Get ready to start getting it burned in. All right, so it's been on for 5 minutes now. So we're gonna go ahead and get the charcoal box bottom sealed up. And get the top here sealed up. Leave the fan open. Now, go ahead and Turn it on. It did not say in the book how to do a burn-in, but if you go to Char-Griller's website and go under support, it does tell you. So what I'm gonna do first is hit the temp button. I'm gonna crank it up to 350 degrees. While I'm here, go and get the phone out. So it gives me a code here, 5710. Confirm to get it paired. So it's now connected. As you can see, we've got it set at 350. Pretty right on, 138, 138. Once it averages out right at 300, we're gonna set a timer for an hour, let it go for 1 hour and get that initial burn-in done. So we'll check back with you once it's up to the full 300. All right, we are up to, I was saying 383 there. It's still heating up, but we're just gonna let it go. I'm gonna set a timer now for 1 hour, and we'll check back, get her shut down. See you then. All right, we are back, guys. We have been 1 hour in, initial burn in. I am really impressed so far. After the first 30 minutes, it's almost set at 350 the entire time. It has gone off a few degrees, usually like down to 347, maybe a little above as the fan turns off and on it. But it's been great. I'm gonna go ahead and get it turned off, let it cool down, get ready to back to season it. Not sure if I'll get that done today or not. Let's see, is that rain still coming? We had some rain on the way. Here for South Carolina, it's cold today, guys. Yeah, it's coming in on me. Let's see, right now it's 43 degrees here, South Carolina low country, a little bit of wind going. So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this off here. Come around to the back and grab the shut off. What they call it in the book, the shutter. So I guess that helps shut the flame down on it. This is already closed, top's already closed. Make sure you close your fan up. All right, I'll either be back here in a little bit or you guys will see me in a few days. Just depends on whether it starts raining or not. Don't want this getting too awful wet, and got the new cover. If it gets ready to start raining, I want to get the cover on it. So lost my tent in the last nice storm we had with super amounts of wind, but so far I'm pretty happy with this thing, pretty impressed. Keeps temperatures really, really nice. See you in a few. All right, everybody, welcome back. Ooh, a little scratch there. Time to get the first seasoning done. We want to get everything out of it first. Comes with a real nice grate remover. Boom. All right, next part of it, as you see, a little dirty, but basically the heat shield to blow the, keep from getting too hot, but also dispense the heat throughout the entire grill. And it's got little notches on each end, so you know how to make sure you get it put in right. And then we got the bottom tray here. I hope you can see it. Let me come up over here a little bit more. If you can see it, the holes on the sides get bigger as they go backwards. Try to control the heat since all the fire's over here on this side. Try to keep it from being too hot over here. do is just lift that straight out of there. All right, now that everything's out, got a little canola oil. We're gonna spray this thing down good. Get the whole inside, all the ends. Now I'll put the main heat tube back in. Right on top of that. Looks like how it goes. There we go. Now we're going to spray that down now with some more canola oil. Make sure you get it all covered up good. Now let's do the heat shield or the baffle, whichever you want to call it. Like I said, it's got the notches on it. Boom, fit right in. Let's get this sprayed down real good. Ain't gonna hurt it, put as much as you can on it. So now let's get the grates in here. I like these cast iron porcelain coated grates it came with. Very heavy duty, well built. Can't really do my first cook on this thing. Put that in there. Even though I ain't gonna use it much, I'm not even gonna season the top of it. I don't even use it. All right, now what we're gonna do, more canola oil. Get the grates done up good. Other important part, make sure you get your lid. Want a good coating on everything. Get this first seasoning really good. Makes the rest of your cooks better. And as I do cooks, I'll probably spray more of the canola oil on it for the first 2 or 3 cooks, just to make sure we're getting some good seasoning. Let's get ready to fire this thing up. Okay, I'm hoping you can see that. We're gonna still a little charcoal left from last time. All right, so we got the bottom open, top open. We'll then open up the fan vent. And then come around here, we'll go ahead and shut this up. Come around here, open up the stack. I think I'm gonna have to seal it over here. You can see there's a big gap. I got some gasket and some of the high temp gasket sealer. I just hate using orange. I'm gonna try to find some black, but we're gonna let this get fired up for about 5 minutes. Then we'll be back and get ready to turn it on. Almost forgot, guys, new grill. Make sure to remove that. Your shutter, that's what keeps the flames from going in and helping it die down at the end. It did take a long time for it to cool down last time when I did the initial burn off on it. So we're gonna test that more today. Maybe add some more gaskets to the top or bottom. Got one other thing I might try on the next cook, when I do a cook, but we'll see you here when we turn it on. All right, you see we're smoking pretty good. What I'm gonna do, add a little extra seasoning to it. I'll throw a couple small wood chunks. There's some apple wood down here in the bottom. That way when the coals start dropping, it'll start catching those, get it smoking good. You can put them up here in the hopper too, either way you want. But about ready to shut this thing up and get ready to start turning it on. Alrighty, well, we've had it on for about 4 minutes. Sorry if I'm in the way here. Go ahead and get the ash pan area shut up. We're gonna go ahead and get the top shut up. Let's go over here and turn it on. Basically just want to press and hold the button there till it turns on. And once again, oh nope, I'm gonna hit the temp probe. I'm gonna set it up to 350 again. Push in, temperature set. So we're gonna let it go. Once it gets up to 350 fully, we're gonna start timing it and let it go for 1 hour. We'll see you then. All right, not sure if you can see it, but you can see here we got a little smoke coming out around this corner. So I probably will put some gasket on it. Expect some to come out from down here. But see where we're at over here on temperature. Yeah, I did have it turned on the turbo button. I'm gonna turn that off since we're up to almost 331. Looking pretty good. 336, 338. And then once it gets done, I'm gonna set the timer for 1 hour. All right, the grill has reached 350 degrees. Actually went just a little bit above it. We know it's gonna calm down. Timer's kind of funky. Oops. That thing's hard to set. 110. We'll just set it at 102 minute, or an hour and 2 minutes. Should be good. We'll come back out and see what it's looking like on the inside here in another hour. All right, we got 2 minutes left, but I set it for an hour and 2 minutes, so full hour. I'm gonna go ahead and turn her off. Hold it, turn it off. Make sure we get everything shut up. The vent shut up. Make sure to shut the van vent. And put your shutter back in. We'll see how long it takes to cool down this time, but she's starting to get a little seasoning on her. It's getting there. You can see the seasoning dripping off there, so. All right, we'll see you guys back out here, and I'll be cooking something on this new thing. We'll see you next time. Remember, the directions are not in the manual on how to burn it in and season it. It's on their website. If I can do it and remember to do it, I'll put a link in the bottom. But remember, give me a like, subscribe, ring that bell, and we'll see you next time, folks.